Pikuniku is an easy to play hidden gem of a story driven platformer which can be played on a Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Steam. At first glance you might get a familiar vibe to the art style, comparing it to that of the PlayStation classic game Loco Roco, but once you start playing Pikuniku you instantly realise that there is a big difference between these two games, and all fall captivated to the same pleasant comedic feel good story. The story mode starts with what looks like a TV advert of a happy pink cloud looking businessman called Mr. Sunshine, representing his own company Sunshine Incorporated, while offering the villagers free money. Mr. Sunshine's sale pitch offers people free money in exchange for crops in the village that can be collected by his army of cloud-shaped robots. Now of course this is just a standard purchasing transaction, but the creatures of the village are fascinated by Mr. Sunshine's free money campaign, making him pretty much a bit of a hero. The gameplay starts with our playable character and hero of the story, Piku, who is a little red blob with nothing but legs, waking up in a cave where he lives to then adventure into the outside world. Piku's cave has been blocked on the outside with rocks and a caution sign that says the beast lives in the cave or something along those lines. Piku looks different from the rest of the villagers, which is probably why he was labelled as a beast, but after some very early interactions and doing some good deeds, Piku quickly gained everyone's trust, and then the history of the beast instantly seemed behind everyone. Throughout the story, Piku makes many friendships and enemies while having a good time doing so. A small group of rebels who are onto Mr. Sunshine's plans recruit Piku to their team and have him do all sorts of tasks to take down the evil Sunshine Incorporated. Travelling through the adventure mode is really fun, rolling along for extra speed, jumping and swinging along obstacles with Piku's stretchy legs. There are lots of small extra missions which can be found by engaging with non-playable characters, which almost all of them do not fail to let the player down in the humour department. The interactions Piku encounters throughout the game pretty much put a smile on my face every single time and made my 5-year-old son laugh hysterically. Now I know me and my son both have very strange sense of humours, but I know you may have a different experience, but to be honest with you, we have played through this game countless times and it has been great for both children and parents. My son actually started playing this game at 4 years old and it was his first major introduction to gaming, and he completely fell in love with this game. Now I'm not sure if this clouds my judgment in whether this game was amazing or not because it makes my child happy, but either way I'm truly grateful to the developers regardless. The difficulty level is considered very easy on Pikuniku, which most of the slightly more challenging levels are basically completely optional, such as Toastopia. Yeah, that's right, Piku basically has to jump into a toaster and essentially find his way to the end and defeat the demonic toast inside. That is just a kind of a small take of what this game actually is. It is just pure crazy madness. Pretty much each one of these little crazy side missions give you the chance to earn a collectible trophy which kind of serve as an in-game achievement. There are also a very small handful of boss fights in this game which are all considered quite simple and mainly consist of just surviving. The mini games and interactive story mode elements make Pikuniku a really fun game to explore and interact with other NPCs. The main character of the game is called Piku, so you might be wondering where the name Pikuniku comes from, but the answer cannot be found in the story mode, and the answer to that can only be found in co-op play, where the second player controls a yellow version of Piku, basically just called Niku. The red and yellow colours of these two jelly bean looking beasts is the only two things that differentiates the both of them. Co-op consists of which I believe is 9 playable missions which can all be completed in roughly 5 minutes each. As an extra to the game, this is quite welcome and in some ways more fun than the actual story mode, as there is a lot of teamwork based puzzles and things get a little bit more complex. Co-op has a few extra mechanics which don't actually feature in the main story, such as driving vehicles, which does make really fun for a bit of friendly competitive split screen mode. If you're actually looking to purchase this game, it is usually on sale for about £2 to £3, which will be about $4. And if you are actually looking for a game to play with your child, I would highly recommend that. And to be honest with you, if you wanted to have a little fun game to play through on your own, it still would be quite good. The story mode is very short. On your first playthrough, you will probably complete this game in, I would guesstimate, about 3 hours. But once you've actually completed the game once, you will complete it within an hour on the second time. It is a fun game to try and aim to get all of the trophies on. Now, I've never really reviewed a small indie game like this which has a very short playtime, but I'm going to try and do my best to actually give it a review score, and I'm going to give it a solid 5. 5 to me, and it'll probably be a 10 to my child, so you can kind of work with that as you will. It is a fun game, it is good, it's good to pick up and play, but once you've completed the game, there's not really anything to do, especially if you've got all the achievements. You'll probably never play it again, but having said that, you will probably never forget the story, because it is pretty funny and it's pretty fun. And let's bear in mind the price of this game is about £2 to £3. Now, if you have any experiences playing this game, let me know in the comments, because I'm pretty curious to see what other people's opinions on this game would be. It is a fun little gem and I really enjoyed it. If you like game reviews like this, please help out this channel by giving this video a like and subscribe. This is Mark from Modern Tech, and I am so close to being monetized this year, so come on guys, please help me out and give us a subscribe. It really does help. It's Mark from Modern Tech, thanks for watching.